Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Pembroke Cricket TV. Today we're covering the 4th 11, captained by Rafe Garland. Rafe, who are you playing today?
We are playing against Lucan.
Excellent, and this is in the YMCA Salver? YMCA Salver. How's the season gone so far?
It's been a mixed bag. Started off with 2 tight losses away to Marion and Lucan, but we followed 2 comprehensive wins against Marion and Phoenix. We were refixed from last week against Phoenix, and yeah, unfortunately results didn't go our way last week. Lucan were narrowly beat by just a single run by Marion, so sadly they're in the pole position. But look, we're going to do what we can to control what we can control and hope for a miracle across the road.
So double weekend, something like a normal cricket season.
That's it.
Well, best of luck.
Cheers, thanks for having me.
And just before we start covering the game itself, we have some of the victors from the minor boys. Come on in, boys. So, tell everybody how you go on. Who did you beat?
We beat Clontarf.
And where did you play Clontarf?
We played them in Clontarf.
Okay.
We won by about...
That's a very good win.
We got 38.
How many did you get? You retired?
Yeah, once you get 29, you play one more sport shot and then...
You made sure it was a 6, so
Yeah, it was.
good man. Okay.
I got 21 off...
You have to be louder.
I got 21 off 16 and...
16.
Yeah. So it was a very good match.
Excellent.
And I didn't batter a ball. I didn't batter a ball.
Did you field?
Yes.
Did
It was very
you actually save runs?
Yeah.
That's as good as scoring runs. Well done, boys. Congratulations. First cup in the club this year.
Thank you.
Well done, and we'll talk to you later on during the commentary, yeah?
Yeah.
See you then. Thanks very much.
Thank
We'll
you.
be with you shortly.
Yeah.
Irish cricket.
So, good afternoon. The umpires are in the middle here at Sydney Parade as we open up this weekend's cricket with the 4th 11 taking on Lucan. Both sides have won 2 and lost 2 this season, and Marion are very much in pole position in this group, having won 4 games, 2 games ahead. For either of these sides to have a chance, Marion have to lose their last 2 games, which, as they're against Phoenix, is probably unlikely. But hope lives eternal. The force are in good form. A few new faces on the force. A few younger faces breaking their way into the team, and it's good to see both sides are ready, and we'll be starting very shortly. While we're waiting, we'll chat some more with our cup-winning gentleman.
Hello.
So, who was captain of the team?
Daniel Murray.
Daniel Murray. And who did what? You retired. I hear the other opener retired.
Dan retired too. Bruce retired. And Ryan here got 21.
Off only 16 balls.
Yeah.
See, I was paying attention.
And Luke Murray hit a smashing 4 towards the end of the innings, and Rafe got a couple too towards the end.
Excellent. Excellent. So good all round with the bats. So you put up what? You put up 135 or something like that, wasn't it?
138.
138?
Highest score all season. Great to do it in a final.
Couldn't pick a better time, could you really?
Yeah.
It's a great time to do it. So then you were bowling, and the only score I saw on Twitter was 31 for 5, so you must have got a few of them quite quickly.
We got the top order out quickly, so that was key.
And we got one of their openers out without facing the ball.
And he's one of their best backs as well normally.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate, or fortunate for you. Good work for your team.
And they had 1 retirement and a couple of chickens.
Lovely latte, please. Where are you going for it? The garage? Oh, if you're going to send him out an oats latte, I'll be posh. The oats latte. But if you just go to the garage,
You're getting paid for these plugs.
Yeah. What sugar? 3, please.
3 sugar.
Yeah. Goes well with my Red Bull. Other energy drinks are available. So that was a great win then. And what time was this at? And this was in Clontarf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
started at
What's it like playing in front of no spectators?
Well,
weird.
Were your parents there?
Yeah, parents were allowed only one or something. But yeah, usually there'd be a lot more people there.
Very much so, especially at a final.
Yeah.
You definitely think that. I think Noel's looking for a cameraman if one of you would like to take that job on.
I'll take it.
Hang on, watch out.
Eli's rushing in
This
there.
table.
Well, the fielders are out in the middle now. Lucan enthusiastic or just trying to stay warm. It's quite breezy here now in Sydney Parade. And the opening batsman, Sharad Patel, has gone out with, I suspect, Chauvin.
Yeah, that is Chauvin.
Definitely Chauvin then. And it looks like we're going to get this T20 underway. I'm just going to move that mic up here for a minute, and then every 2 overs you two can swap.
Okay.
Is that fair enough?
Yep.
And in fact, when we get to some of them, you'll swap with me, give me a break,
Okay.
and we'll leave the 2 of you in charge.
Where's Ethan?
Okay.
Eli's on camera.
Where's Rafe?
Yeah, where is Rafe?
I called him. I don't know. He said he was a bit tired.
Okay.
I rang
you
him
can
earlier.
You can text Kate. And
That's Kate.
she may in fact be watching now, in which case we're missing Rafe. We do have 7 viewers at the moment tuned in for the start of this mid-table dead rubber. No, it's not a dead rubber, but it's not far off. Certainly a dead rubber for the losing team. Now, Pembroke's batting this season has been up and down. Only one player has scored more than 100 runs for the Force this year.
Sharad?
No, Chauvin.
Chauvin.
Chauvin is on 113 for the season. See, I have my little notes. And he's averaging 37.
Not bad average.
He has just the 150. I suggest he has a not out there as well.
Just better.
Ah. Brilliant. We have the team sheets on both sides. Could be of some assistance. And we have my crib sheet. Good to see Sail Wash and our shed here. Oh, that's
Would there be a charger anywhere?
here. iPhone?
No, just to plug it into. I have a charger in my pocket. I just want to plug it into. Place to plug it in.
Does he have a plug adapter? Ah. It's the one thing I didn't bring because I thought I could plug it into one of these. You can plug it into a monitor. You can plug it into one of these. So there we go. Problem sorted. Now, Chauvin yet to get off the mark with. You can see he's swinging it in the air. Bit of swing for this bowler. Swinging it away for the batsman. Was that a chance? It's certainly Chauvin off the mark. Takes a single. Hit out to the covers. Quite firmly, I thought.
Yeah, I thought maybe just short of the fielder, but I think if Lucan can get some early wickets, they will be on top in this game. And hope and.
Well, certainly the. Certainly now it's Sharad facing his first ball, being bowled from the nursery end. Comes off the inside edge of the bat, almost played for more swing than there was there.
The breeze, I'd say, will help with the swing from both ends. They want to get their ends
Yes.
right, definitely.
Yes. It's really strange here, no spectators with us, just the 14 people on air watching at this stage. It's eerie. The only people in the nets, Sewash and Arshad, gone down for a practice. And other than that, just the 2 teams and the production staff. One suspects production staff might outnumber 30 if we get asked by any more commentators. Anyway, end of the first over, just the 1 run on the board. I thought we would be doing the scoreboard, and that's one to ask Rafe. Just Eli, just go and ask Rafe. Is it? Where's? Oh no, it's up. Look. Somebody who's not used it before is using it. So that was an interesting first over. No real pace about that bowling, but it was accurate enough. That's all right. It's only the preview. He's looking at the moment, so he knows what he's doing. He's probably putting up replays or stuff. Trust your production staff. They're the ones who make it possible. So, as long as we've got a picture on the live screen, bit of discussion amongst the Lucan fielders. My goodness, if it's this cold in Sydney Parade today, I wonder how cold it is across the road. Those clouds are moving quickly.
Hopefully no rain today.
Well, we had some earlier, and I'm sure there's more forecast.
We had to come off twice for rain.
I'd say so. You were lucky to get a game in.
Once, as they were bringing the covers on, the rain stopped, and then they had to bring the covers back off. And then it started as they were coming off with their covers, the rain started again, and they had to bring them back on. So.
Chauvin with an extravagant defensive shot. Expensive defensive shot there by Chauvin, just pushing it out to the offside. Plenty of footwork. One of the complaints we often have about Pembroke lower teams is the lack of footwork. Chauvin making sure he's very light on his feet. Again, no real pace, and he's pushed it out past the cover fielder. Cover fielder, after stopping one earlier, was a bit wary. He'd have been gone. He'd have been easily gone there.
Yeah, miles out. Fielder just couldn't grab a hold of the ball and take the bails. Started from a misfield in the covers. Probably should have been stopped.
Little shower on its way, is it?
You know what's going on.
Now they're moving very quick.
Now, bowler comes in. Again, strange action, but you know what? Put one on Chauvin's legs, he's going to whip you away, and he has done there. Down the 45, down to the clubhouse. Superb four. Chauvin taking the score on to 5.
I'm surprised that they don't have a final leg if they're going to bowl it there.
I'm sure he didn't mean to, but again, as you said earlier, the wind is drifting it that way. And Chauvin was onto it like a flash.
It's raining now. Got a bit of rain.
Yes. It's alright, when it really starts raining, I'll get you to sit on this side. And then let you get wet and I'll stay dry. Our cameraman there moaning about the rain now. Beautifully placed by Chauvin, very late and very cut down to third man, who returns the ball to mid-on for some reason, and Chauvin gets down the other end of the pitch.
Yeah, now it's really raining hard.
A bit more rain now, yes indeed. We'll be getting hold of a tarpaulin very shortly. The umpires are now taking the players off, and that will be our first break for rain. The Pembroke players, of course, have to go and get the covers on, and our production staff will be issuing instructions any second. Do you want us to put a tarpaulin up on this wall?
Oh, the big camera's moved and swung itself around all over the place. Yeah, I'll take your hand up, don't worry. I'll sort that out. Okay, now it's really dodgy. Right. You're on.
It's a shame. First shower of the day.
Oh wow, it has swung around. That's exactly what in our game today, we put the covers on and stopped raining.
No, it's just a shower and it's past now. I really think you're wasting your time.
Well, we put on
This is the sort of cricket regulations that really do mean that the paying public don't get to see much cricket. Bad light, stop play, rain shower, stop play. I really wouldn't bother with the covers there. Even Rafe now is questioning the skies, arms outstretched, please God, why me? Brandon Ferris has gone over there with his hands in his pockets. And our cameraman now reporting that the rain has stopped. And just a breeze now. And Lucan are looking to get back onto the field. The batsmen are also keen, and the umpires now are saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. No point in hanging around. So a good bit of exercise for everybody. Running off the pitch, running to the covers, and then not moving them. Another name for your COVID list there. Sorry, Niall. No, to the right. Just adjusting some cameras now. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There. Yeah, there.
Perfect now.
And that's the main camera now. And as Niall ties it down, it slips again. It's gone a bit to the right.
Do you know how to do it?
You need to go the other way. The other way.
Yeah.
A
Done.
little bit more.
D-A-N.
Little bit more.
In case you don't know
There.
how to spell.
Go again. Yeah, there. Perfect. Not so perfect. Perfect.
Right to play.
Our apologies for the way the play is slipping by. It's a little bit to the side, but yeah.
Bunchy wasn't doing much of a job.
Oh, it was at the time, but we couldn't cope with that wind. So that's the end of 2 overs. Score is now on 7. Is it plugged in? The controller. Well, there's more expense for the club over the winter. First thing that needs doing, of course, is we need a broadcast booth building. Anybody wishes to contribute to that, one of our 8 viewers.
Wait, you know, I'll change the camera.
Yes.
You just do the... Yeah.
So, back to the first bowler as the scoreboard goes absolutely nuts.
888 all around.
So, the opening bowler back for his second. Shovey drives him straight down the ground where it's fielded at mid-off. Nice looking shot. Good use of the feet by Shovey. Second ball of the over now. Shovey plays back to that. Plays out on the offside. Again, extravagant hands. That one's hit a bit short, pitched a bit shorter, still wide. Shovey doesn't even bother running, he knows that has gone for 4.
Yeah, he's absolutely smashed that straight down the ground. Field with no chance there. Even in a slightly wet outfield, races away to the boundary for 4.
Doesn't really seem to come off the middle of the bat. Seems to be a bit of a crack to it. That's always disappointing for a bowler, but he'll know himself, he just pitched it too short. The field has now come very straight at mid-off, opening up the covers, which is where Shovey really likes to go anyway. That one's cut back into him. Wasn't going to be any affirmative replies to that appeal. See Rafe Duncan making his way up the wall now. This time Shovey's footwork letting him down, the ball travelling past him down the offside corridor. He's not going to step across to those, he's going to leave himself in trouble. Just walking in now. Oh, that's a caught and bowled chance put down. Shobi's played it right back to the bowler's right hand. And the bowler didn't really commit to it. I think he thought it was coming a bit faster than it did.
Yeah, didn't quite connect with that one, Shobi.
But picks up the single at the end of the over. Retains the strike as we go into the 4th over now. Scoreboard says 12. I think it lies. I think it should say 13. And all 13 so far to Shoban. Well, Ethan, let's have the first of your predictions for today. How many are Pembroke going to end up with?
115.
115, that's a very definite number.
Yeah.
Eli, cameraman number 1 there, seemed to be 105. I'd be writing these down, but Justin's taken my pen already.
What do you think?
Oh, it's far too early for me to say. Shoban's not hit that one for 4 this time. Fielder's going to pick it up inside. Oh, just about kept his foot inside the rope. He fumbled it the first time he went to pick it up. His foot moved again, but there's still probably a couple of inches between his foot and the rope. But Shobi ends up getting 2 for that, moves on to 15, which of course at the moment means that the score has moved on to 15. Good start, do you think, Ethan?
I think it's not bad. It's better than losing wickets, but in a T20 you do need a little more than 15 in the first 3 overs.
He's gone straight again. He's hit him straight back over his head. He's not even bothering to run for that one either. He knows when he's hit it well enough. That one came more off the middle once he evaded the bowler.
Well, if they see how the game's going so far, not much on the leg side. It's been a lot through the offside and very straight, so...
That's a sign that the bowling's been quite controlled to date, I think.
Yeah. I don't think they need that slip in though, honestly. I think they could take that out and bring...
I think you're right. I don't think it would carry to slip.
It's not quite quick enough.
Plays that one out to point on the offside. Dot ball. Three balls to go. Nice shot out to point. Shobi with his usual attempts to keep the umpire up and going. The sun has finally come out today in Sydney Parade. Perhaps we'll get a bit of blue skies for a while, get this game in.
Wind still makes it quite chilly. So.
It's not cold though, as long as you've got enough clothes on. Wearing jumpers and hoodies and sweatshirts. Oh! You're on the air.
It was very quiet. There's a cricket Leicester guy walking down towards the clubhouse there.
Okay, thank you. Manda, as a Cricket Leinster official there taking notes, perhaps you might be so good as to go and meet him. Lads! Sit there. Sit there. Just sit there. So that's the end of the over. 4 overs gone. We'll have a change in the commentary box now. Who's in next?
Ryan.
Cricket Leinster official on the ground and checking that we are in fact complying with the COVID regulations, which we are. There are no spectators here today. So, start of the 5th over.
Weather's completely changed. Looks very nice.
Making changes in the field now. Somebody going out to cow for Sharad. Sharad yet to get off the mark in 4 overs. But when your partner is scoring a single off the last ball of every over, it makes it tricky.
Almost edging the
Sharad
ball.
having trouble with that one. One feels that Sharad would probably like a bit more pace on the ball,
Yeah,
especially playing as an opener.
yeah, definitely.
That's the first 6 of the match. Sharad going straight over mid-on's head. Now we have the old problem of the ball in the hedge. Unfortunately, it's fallen into one of the hedges that's... Hey Luke, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm quite happy.
And what has you happy today?
Well, we won the Leinster final earlier.
Ah. And did you have to retire?
No,
No?
unfortunately.
What, how many did you get then?
I got 6 runs, not out.
Oh, you came in at the end and
Yeah.
6 off how many balls?
4 balls.
Very good. Strike rate of 150, that's very good. And that was the Leinster Minor Boys Cup, yeah?
Yep. We were playing against Clontarf.
Yes, some of your teammates shared the good news with us earlier on today in our pre-match preview. Now Sharad having just clubbed one for 6 over mid-off. The fielder has come a lot straighter now at mid-on. Where's Sharad going to look to put him this time? I suspect through the covers. No?
Right
Not
back to
greedy, just plays it back to the bowler.
quite straight.
Well played again. Sharad just picking his ball, that's for sure. But, you know, half the secret. Keep out the good balls, smack the bad balls.
Yep.
Lucan persisting with a slip. That's the first wicket gone. Sharad going for just the 6 runs. Just the 1 shot. But this time he played back to 1, missed it completely, and then unfortunately it castled him.
Who's in next?
Sharad be disappointed with that.
Macdara coming in next.
Sharad yet to reach 50 runs for the season. Next in to bat is
Macdara, Cosgrove.
good man. Well, 78 people in the commentary booth there, applauding Sharad as he left. No, I know there's not 78 either. All right, 7 or 8 you thought you heard. Ah, I know. Anyway, Macdara takes his spot in the middle. One feels that if he continues his ascent, this could be his one and only appearance on the force before he finds himself next season playing 3rds and higher. Certainly a talented young player.
now facing his first ball.
29 for 1. Rather unusually, after 5 overs at this level, there isn't a single extra. The score is now 30 off 5, so that's a runner ball.
Going at quite a nice run rate.
I think the lads, the editors, got in well with your replay of the fall of the wickets.
Did they manage to show it?
I don't know.
No, that would be a miracle. Because I don't think I showed it anywhere. So is it this last one?
Yeah.
And, oh, it's very...
Some lessons in post-production going on now.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so now...
So,
Because we have that.
last over of the power play. Not that any of us know.
I did not realise it.
But here's the replay of Sharad's dismissal. You can see he's just played a...
Yeah. 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 So we might have been down since the first problem. So you did the replay.
Oh, that's got to be close. That has got to be close. He's given it not out. Not out, 3 to go. I'd like to see that one again because he looked fairly plumb to me. Must have been just drifting down leg. Proof that it does.
Yeah.
Didn't touch anything.
You did, and we hope you did.
I'm now leaving the commentary. Right up in Nigel.
Oh, he plays that down third man again. You'd have thought the Lucan captain would have learned from that. That's 3 times now. Certainly in my memory that Shovey has played that ball down to third man, and this time he picks up 4 for it. Hiya, Rafe, how are you today?
Thanks, that was very well played by
Are
Shovey.
you a cup winner?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you. It's very well played by Shovey. And yeah, they've now put a man in there.
A little bit louder, I think, there, Rafe. Get your face closer to that microphone.
Put a man into deep third man now.
They were turning just missing leg and it was like grazing the trousers and they were giving him.
Yes, done away with the slip. The slip wasn't needed, but the third man was. The bowler not happy at all. He's looking for people to be placed all over the place. Bowler comes in again. This time goes down the leg. Don't know why anybody was appealing for that. McDermott makes his ground. It's well backed up out on the square. And Shovey gets another one for that. It could have been a leg by, actually.
Very good running by Pembroke there.
That now takes Shovey up to 144 runs for the season. By far the biggest contributor to the scoreboard on Pembroke Falls this year. McDarrah now playing it out third man. It's become a very productive area for the Pembroke team. And McDarrah picks up 2 easy runs. And that's the end of the over. The score's moved on to 46 off 8 overs. I'd say leave it alone. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Sean. Thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers. .46 of 8 overs. Rafe, we've already had a couple of guesses. You're the best person I know for this. You're the one person that Paddy Power would be scared of. What are they going to finish up on?
I'm going to say 119.
119, that's the highest guess so far. I think 115 for Ethan and 109 for Eli. 105, that was it, yes, we've all gone with. 121 Dan, was it? You'd have missed Nancy, wouldn't you, Sean? Gone gone big on the offside. Is the fielder
not
going to
there.
take that? No, he's not.
Oh. Just misjudged it there.
That was not the best attempt, really. I think it's gone for 4 as well.
Yeah, looking at that was 4.
That wasn't the best example. But however, I've seen Pembroke field with as much dexterity as that, so those people who are in glass houses can shout loudest and throw stones and things. Bowler comes in again. This is a change bowler now, and this time Shovey has just chipped the bowler literally to within an inch. I don't know how, but he managed to get the apex of that shot to be 2 inches above the bowler's hands.
That was very close, yeah.
Shovey's obviously decided now, with 8 overs gone, that the time for restraint has passed, and he's looking to score with every shot he can. This time the boundary rider, after fresh from his attempt at a catch earlier in the over, fields one along the ground. Shovey just lets a single. That's 50 up now for Pembroke in the 9th over. Predictions varying between 105 and 121. No, you won't change yours, lady. You've made your guess, and that's it.
What does the winner get?
The winner gets... what do I have with me? Can't be a bottle of red wine, because you lot are underage. I can't give you a can of Coke that I have, because your parents might not approve. So, no prize. Sorry.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights. There you go. You can always have those. Mid-off doing his best to frustrate the commentators by fielding right in front of them. As McDarragh plays a simple shot to square leg, where a misfield ensures that they get home safely for 2.
It's good running by Pembroke there.
Bit windy today, Rafe, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you were off a couple of times for rain yourself in your cup final?
Yeah, it started to rain and they wanted to put the covers on.
Don't you dare. That is not the place for you to sit. This is no.
And they decided to put the covers on. And then we'd take them.
Then it stopped raining.
Then it stopped and then it started again, so we had to put them back on. We went back to the pavilion for about 2 minutes to then go back and take the covers off and then back to playing.
Sean? Signs there. Signs. Oh, he's up to that very quickly. That is 6 straight into the crowd that isn't here. That's a super shot. Swiveled on it and just punched it into the car park. That takes him over 1,500 runs. Since 2011, when records began. I have great sympathy for whoever has to digitalise all the result cards in Michael Sharp's.
Very nice shot by Shovey there.
Shovey hitting his straps now, taking runs as soon as he can. Misfield there by the man in the covers. Enables him to get down the other end.
Really good running by Pembroke here. Upping the run rate a bit.
McDarragh now facing very still stance. Onto the ball very quickly. Carves it straight into just behind Point's hands. You've seen shots worse than that get runs. Bowler now going round the wicket to McDarragh, hoping to intimidate the young lad. Bowl's short, McDarragh goes to flick him down the leg side, misses it. The umpire doesn't signal wide. Don't know why. Let you be the judge of that. Certainly is a breezy day here today in Dublin.
If Shovey stays in, I think Pembroke will get 130.
You're not changing your guess.
I know, I'm just
And
saying.
you're not making it conditional. McDara finally gets one round the corner, but the man on the 45 picks up and sharply returns, and a good call by Shovey ensures that McDara stays at the striker's end, and no danger of a silly run out. 60 off 9 now in the 10th over, halfway through.
They go big, they don't necessarily bat deep.
McDara pushes him out to mid-on, who's far too deep on the circle.
Good running by Pembroke there.
So, halfway through the first innings, Pembroke exactly on par, 60 off 10, now 61 off 10, which certainly puts the 121 guess well into play. The important thing is, only 1 wicket lost, 9 wickets in hand, plenty of time, plenty of wickets to really have a go now. We might be seeing the 5th Lucan bowler.
5th already?
Yeah.
Soon enough, and hopefully these two batsmen will be well set at that stage. Oh no, it was perfect as it was. Was there no sugar in it at all then? Oh, no, really no. That's the thing about the oat milk. I'm weaning myself off. Now, full toss outside the off stump, and McDara failing to pierce the infield with that. Playing his ball now to McDara. Expansive off drive again, finds the same fielder again. Same result. Shovey makes his ground, annoys a few people. Oh, he's just chipped it over the bowler's head. Mid-off comes in, collects the ball, but McDara gets his single. Shovey on strike, 3 balls in the over to go.
I think Shovey will get around 70.
Bold statement, really. If ever I heard there was going to be a commentator's curse, that would be it.
It would be great if he got 120 overs. Or less.
It would be going some, certainly. Not unheard of.
Nice shot.
And if any player on the force is capable of it, it's probably Shovey.
It was a nice shot, just a point there.
If you in the bench, hiding away.
Shovey opening negotiations with the point fielder and the umpire.
He'll be looking to move the field, try hidden places, and then move the field.
One off the pads, runs down to fine leg, and
Pushing
Shovey
2.
definitely looking for 2, looking to retain the strike, looking to get the total moving a bit more, and the umpire signalling by legs.
Kids, would you just be ready to help with the covers?
Scoreboard saying 10 overs gone.
Come on, boys, keep going. Let's go, mate.
Shovey's made it to 43 in 10 overs. There's no reason why he couldn't get another 57. Oh, 43 in 11 overs. No reason why he can't get the other 57 in these 9 overs. He'll certainly be looking to do that and push it on now.
Be a great achievement.
It certainly would be.
He's well.
First of all, let's see if he gets to this half century. He's not facing at the moment. Spinner's come on.
He's well capable of it, and now the rain starts to go down.
That's not going to make it easy for the spinner to grip the ball.
You can see it outside here, and have to be ready to put the covers on.
Do you want to go over there now?
And I'll leave you, and I'll go get ready.
Dara plays that one out to mid-off, takes a single, gets Shovey on strike. Very mature knock this by McDara, doing his best to get Shovey the strike, as much as Shovey's doing his best to keep the strike. He's on that played out to slip cordon where Point came in and took it in front of Gully. Misfield in the ring is cleared up in the covers. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 66 in this, the 12th over. Just the 1 wicket to pull so far. Shovey is now just 1 shot away from his half century. McDara providing admirable backup. With his 13 not out. His attempted sweep shot there. Not quite paying off. But even McDara is now looking to move things on and push on a bit. It's a ball toss. He's pulled it out towards Cal. He's beaten the fielder. Another fielder doesn't get there in time, and it goes for 4 out of Cal. Slightly agricultural shot, but certainly the right shot to play to that ball, and he picks up 4 runs for it. Takes him on to 17. Takes the score on to 70. The other thing, of course, is the ball running across the outfield like that. It's going to pick up any moisture that it can, which certainly isn't going to help the spinner, especially when it's thrown back in, rolling along the ground as well.
We're back, and it's not raining right now, so...
We'd actually be better off with you on the camera at the moment, Eli.
Yeah.
Wicket falls, McDara falls to a leading edge that went off almost square of the wicket on the offside, where the fielder did his best to steady himself, and that's the last action before the umpires take the players off for the 2nd time this innings. Another squally shower coming in from the Liffey Valley. People off very quickly to get the covers. That was unfortunate to lose a wicket to the last ball before that. Break. McDara departing for a very well crafted 17, but more importantly for a very good partnership. Certainly a partnership in excess of 30, and one that Pembroke benefited from greatly in that passage of play.
Keep going.
Which one are they covering?
How did I get back onto the camera?
Which pitch are they meant to be covering?
The one with the wicket on it.
What you playing on? Alright, Craig, you're just about to sneak into the shot. There it is.
The argument about the covers and the numbers and the order.
I don't know. Not my numbers. Right today.
Captain of the seconds, JP, going out there to provide assistance to the under-11s and Cashel. Stump's being pulled out of the ground, left down. Somebody's going to get run over. Eli Clark's going to get run over if he doesn't watch himself. And there we go, the shower's over, just as the covers are getting onto the ground.
Well, one cover is officially on the ground. The three are sort of... It's raining, Joe. Get the cover on, Joe. It's raining.
Well, it's certainly making for interesting TV. Won't be one that will bring up too many Emmy Awards, I feel.
Potential for the blooper reel.
Be too long.
You never know what they're going to do out there. Oh.
Taking a long time for these covers to finally get onto place, and then they've got to be joined together, and then the pipes have got to be done. By the time all that's happened, I suspect the sun will be shining. Seagulls now visiting the ground. Bit of moisture there, bringing up the worms.
Just when you pass it, we just have the cricket nets just sitting here every single game.
Covers are finally on. Eli terrified he's going to lose his place in the broadcast booth. So we'll let Eli come in now. At top speed. And we'll be back with you after this short break. Come on, Eli. Eli.
Yeah. No, we're going to put highlights.
Talk. Talk about cricket. Let's go and talk about some cricket for a minute there.
We're playing Pembroke in a league. Are we?
Sorry, I had to there.
Okay, let's go. So, there's the test match between England and Pakistan going on right now. And last time I saw, Butler on 99 was given out, but he reviewed it and it was not out. And then next ball he got to his 100.
Zach Crawley on 193 after 327 balls not out. Joss Butler on 116 not out of 223 balls.
And England are on 383 for 4. This is the first innings and it's on day 2.
The win predictor is England 58.8% and it is 50% most likely to be a draw.
Well, the last one was a draw, ran out of days. But England in no rush to bat.
Yep. And in this test series, England lead by 1.
The first one they won comfortably, which was a good test match. Crawley missed out on I think 1 or 2 games in the first series against West Indies, and he missed out on the first one again this series. So it's good to see him get to bat and do really well.
Chovy is on 44 not out, and McDara, we do not know his figures, after 12 overs with 8 wickets in hand. Altogether, Pembroke are on 70 runs. The rain is stopping.
No, McDara was out, she chipped one.
Oh, McDara has gotten out.
So, which means...
The rain has started to stop in Sydney Parade Cricket Ground in Pembroke, and I think they will be taking the covers off quite soon.
it will be Rohan the Bat with Shovey. Chauvin,
Hopefully Shovey could get a 50. That would be very good for him.
Chauvin, he's averaging, I think it's around 37 a game, which is very good.
Very good average.
And he's hit since 2011 over 500, 1,500, 1,500 fours.
Can't take the covers off, it's raining.
Raining.
The rain is starting to come back down in Sydney Parade. Hopefully we won't be off for too much longer. Hopefully the rain decides to stop so that we can get some more cricket.
So currently 13 people watching, but there's 11 now. But there's not much to see except pouring rain, and there won't be play for another bit.
The rain is starting to come down quite heavily in Sydney Parade.
The covers aren't even on properly.
Nope.
They said, it's just a little bit of rain, and now it's currently a lot of rain.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't last for too long so we can get some more cricket to be played.
Doesn't look like it. That's the rain for you. That's the rain for you.
What are you trying to sort out?
Oh wow, the rain is really starting to come down now in Sydney Parade.
Wait, come on. Very sorry. Please. Hold on. I'll give it to you. Wait.
Starting to get wet.
Oh, get out. We might as well join texting. Can I help you? Sure, I was there. What did you learn?
I will.
Oh, the mic's on.
Where'd you go, Ro? What you got? 8 overs? Plenty of time. Okay, show me a head start. 44.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the phone. It's going to have a bit of a rain delay here, Pembroke. It's started raining very heavily.
No, the rain is starting to stop now in Sydney Parade.
So I assume it will just start again as soon as we go back out.
We currently have 11 viewers.
Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth.
Yeah, what do you...
Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video.
Wait, get out of the way.
Okay, good luck.
Covers off. The covers are about to be taken off now.
Still broadcasting. No. It's not the first bad message it's sent up. It's sort of new, their new way of doing things.
Side, Tom. Just from the side, Tom.
If you want to check on your phone, go ahead, but I sort of that message is just unfortunately.
Covered things up nice. What's this one?
Already prepared.
That one.
Frame connector.
That one has never been connected. That one I can put over there and
So yeah, it's fine. Are we live?
the tables cost. How much they cost? Well, it's obviously worse not
Here,
buying it.
speak.
Hello?
So cricket back on. Pembroke 70 for 2 after 12. McDara Cosgrave departing. Chips one up to cover. Get a replay.
Hello, Joe.
Get a replay of,
So we're back underway again now. The rain shower has passed. The next one you can just see over at the mountains.
Rain in the mountains over there.
Rohan has gone out to bat with Chauvin,
I thought I was going to say to you.
and with 8 overs remaining in this Pembroke innings, the score is 70 for 2. Chauvin is on 44. Rohan has yet to face a ball. And now we hand you back to the commentary booth.
Thank you. Pembroke in a good position. I think they'll be looking. I think they will be past the highest predicted score, which is 120. I think, not my prediction, but I think they might get around 130.
My prediction was 121.
Looking good so far.
Yep. But the runs are starting to come quite easy now. So you
Well,
never know.
starting again now. And the ball's going to get wet on this outfield.
And the 11,
Floor struck along the ground will make a big difference.
and the 11 of you watching, we are back, and the first ball is going to be bowled now. Row it on strike now. You can see just because of the slipperiness
Called it a wide ball.
slipperiness of the ball, slides down leg, and that's too many down leg, and it's wide. Guided away. Shelby screams for a single and gets it. Looking for buzzers? Nah, maybe not. Shelby will probably want to keep the strike. Get his 50. Probably will do it in style, maybe a 6. Dunno. But all he needs to do is get 6 more runs. Could be singles, could be a 4 and a 2. All I need to do is get
Or he could hit the big one and go for 6.
it will be very possible, and he would like to do it, but it is very risky. So he's facing, tries to play a one, and
behind square, but he does not connect with it. Dot ball.
short, a bit short, and Chovy guides it down to
Third man.
third man. Won't get 4, but will get only 2. Probably would have been looking for 3. Good throw in, and you can see the outfield is very quick. So all you need to do is use the pace of the ball, and that was nearly 4.
Now Chovy needs 4 more to get his 50 up.
Chovy complaining. Don't know what about what. Beautiful cover drive. Straight past extra cover,
And that is 50 runs to Chovy.
signature 50. Gets down on his knee, lifts the bat up. Beautiful shot from Chovy.
Which got him his 50. Now, hopefully he can get another 50 more.
Beautiful drive.
Now hopefully he can get another 50 more to get the 100.
A beautiful shot.
Same shot again.
Time to perfection.
4
What
runs.
what a player he can be. Beautiful. Nothing the fielders can do that. Flies away for the boundary for 4. Chovy moves on to 54.
And Pembroke's innings moves on to 82 runs.
Back-to-back 4s.
Oh,
Look at the camera.
now,
I have a look.
now, if you're seeing near the wall, there is a player on Lucan who has just, looks like he maybe pulled his hamstring. So,
No, he tried to stop
a ball and
the ball with his foot. Maybe might have
slipped.
slipped and done something. When the ball had gone, go over the ball.
Pardon?
Someone with whites on.
I will. Please. I don't have whites.
Who's
I have
the oldest?
whites.
Who's the oldest with whites on?
I have whites. No, can I feel them? Here, look. I have fully whites on.
Well, they might not want one.
I play for Ireland. I do, it's true.
I apologise.
Sorry. It was a joke.
Let us know if you're on one, okay?
No, but just lost the weapons.
Sorry, Bob.
Well, what happened there, Eli?
I'm not exactly sure, but he tried to stop it with his foot, and maybe after when it's gone to the boundaries, tripped over the ball or something.
Ah, right. And did you tell our viewers that was what had happened?
Yes.
Good man, good man.
Not exactly sure, but
You know, here's a painted picture, don't forget. Play out into the gully. Showman now will be looking to push on from his 50. It's been a good 50 though, isn't it?
Yep.
excellent.
Anyone know how many boundaries he scored?
Over.
Over 1, yeah?
I think he could have scored 7 or 8 boundaries in his 50
Well, I
runs.
tell you what, perhaps somebody who's just sitting there doing very little at the moment might nip down to the scorer and see how many boundaries Chovy scored. That's the end of the 14th over. Scores 82.
And there's rain coming down again.
The rain is starting to come down again in Sydney Parade.
And all the young helpers getting ready to move the covers again. Rafe's covers army. 2 clerks have gone racing out for that. What? How much? When you say a load? Oh, coins. Okay. Well,
The
they're
rain
fine
is
then if they're
the
in
rain
bags.
is now starting to come down
Always keep
quite
my money
heavily.
in bags. Rain coming down again. Eli deciding that too much rain.
In Shovy's 50, he has hit 8 fours and 1 6. So,
Perfect.
so 9 boundaries in total,
very much.
which is very good. Played some excellent shots through the covers.
So only 2 sixes in this inning so far.
One from Sherrod. That's the only scoring shot he did. And that's poked away for 4. Slog sweep. And I would be going on off because the rain is very heavy.
The umpires are just now talking to see if the rain will stop play.
And I presume it will.
Go, we gotta play!
Just turn the screen on the camera so it faces down a bit for the cameraman. Make it easier for the cameraman. The display camera screen.
No, the rain will not stop
That makes it a bit easier for
the
whoever's
play.
using the camera to see it.
The rain will not stop the play and
And will
then
improve
continue.
the magnificent pictures that you get here on Channel 9. Another full toss. Rohan won't miss out on that. Another
Magnificent shot for 4.
magnificent might be a brave word. It was a powerful shot.
Back-to-back
Effective.
back-to-back 4s for Rowan. Both in the
Rohan.
same Rohan. Both in the same place.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they-
Well, if
now
they're going to bowl full tosses to him, he's going to put them away.
Now Lucan have decided to put in a deep square, and I think they're looking to put in a cow.
They're giving away 2 runs on the leg side.
Yeah, because there's no fielders in.
No, nobody's saving the single. Oh, he's gone straight up in the air. Mid-off is underneath it. He's called for it and he's put it down. Rafe.
Let's not have the laughter.
That's big Rafe, not little Rafe.
Yes.
Lucan at mid-off, the player at mid-off has dropped the catch.
It was up there a very long time. It was a tough one to take. The ball was obviously wet and slippy like a bar of soap, having been running across the ground from those 2 successive 4s. So a tough chance. The bowler will consider himself unlucky. Fielder will be disappointed, but
We just move on from it.
tough conditions. There we go. Just poked out to the next side. There could be 2 there. There's nobody at the stump. Ah, this man comes into the stumps.
And that sun comes out, but it's still raining quite heavily, so I would be coming off. But the question is, they want to get at least the first innings in, and then if you get the 10 of the next innings, the game will be fully played.
There. Little bit more. Once again, just moving the trajectory of the high camera there.
Shovey has got a single.
Cameraman. There, or 2. There, yes.
Perfect.
Shovey
get
has
those
just got a
shots.
single to get Rohan on strike.
Now
Those
it's
shots,
lashing rain. I would be coming off, but it's not
Live action
our
for you. The
decision.
sun now shining, despite Eli's observation of how much rain is in fact coming down. Rohan trying to play that onto the leg side, but this time the bowler was onto it quickly enough. Our meteorologist there, just standing outside, putting his hands up. If your hands get wet, it must be raining.
Now the total after 14 overs is 94. Shovey is on 55 and Rohan is on 12.
Well, 6 overs to go, 36 balls. A runner ball gets them up to 130.
Considering
10 and over gets them up to 154.
considering what they were at when Sherrod got out, this has been very good so far from Pembroke.
It's moved it on a bit. It's
Rain
over
stopped.
a runner ball at the moment.
Now,
Meteorologist goes outside. This time his hands stay dry, so it must have stopped raining.
grey clouds are coming over Sydney Parade right now. There might be another shower coming quite soon.
I think those ones have missed us. They're more likely to be over Black Rock. Catching out the day shoppers. Chauvin now punches that one straight out to the man who didn't have to move a step to get to that. Let it hit him, save 3 runs. Shobi just taking the single. Rohan now to pace. Rohan, known for using a long handle, has already popped 2 over Cow Corner for 4 runs in the previous over. The mid-off fielder now obscuring our view. Goes down the leg side. Umpire doesn't call wide. So the last 6 overs have begun. Pembroke will be looking to push on now. It's another full toss. My goodness, that one's going to come down with snow on it. Nobody's going to get to it. The wicket keeper does get to it, uses the gloves.
But the umpire has called it a no ball. So Rohan will not be departing from the wicket.
Super catch from the wicket keeper. That was up there a very long time. However, it's a no ball.
And now
Called by the umpire. Rohan survives.
update on the test match. England have gone over 400 and Crawley gets over 200.
My goodness, that was up there a very long time. Compared to some of the other chances today, that was very well taken by the wicketkeeper, making the ground to get to it. However, big appeal by the keeper as he goes off down the leg side to fetch the ball. Suggesting the umpire's got that exactly right with going down leg.
Who's got a camera? It's a cup coming down the wall.
The Whaleys
There we
have
go.
come with the trophy from this morning's minor boys match.
Rohan smacks one out to mid-on. It's only a single there. Fielder takes that. And we see the Wadey family carrying in the Leinster Minor Boys Cup, won this morning by a number of my co-commentators. Well, between the innings we'll get a shot of as many of the team members are as here, which seems to be most of them. Bowler coming in. And that's a big straight hit, and that has definitely cleared everybody, and that is 6 runs to Chauvin. He's not hanging around now. That takes him on to 62. It takes Pembroke to 105 with 15 overs complete. 5 overs to go. That's one of our lowest guesses. Is now gone at 105. As one suspects that will be beaten. The Pembroke team belatedly realised that 100 have appeared on the board. Shobi now moves on to 62. Takes him up to 175 runs for the season. Well,
The wicket that wasn't.
the wicket that wasn't indeed.
Thing on the top.
I saw that. And during the innings break, we will take the cup out the front and put the lot of you on camera, and you can explain all about your game then. Okay?
Okay.
However, last 5 overs, 30 balls remaining. 1 a ball gets them up to 135. 10 and over gets them up to 140.
I take back my prediction of
155 even. My maths. Sorry, Michael Clark.
15.
You cannot take back your predictions now. Your prediction was wrong. That's all there is to it.
135.
Rohan plays it straight to the fielder. Direct hit would really have had Chauvin in difficulty there. However, he was committed to the run. He was backing up. He made it, and that takes the score on to 106. Rohan somewhat surprised to find himself now at the non-striker's end. Somebody's phone's going mad. Just make sure it's not mine. It is mine. Oh, it's Simon sending me his pictures. Thank you very much, Simon. Showman looking for bigger hits now. Played that one out to Cal. Was looking to hit it very straight and very high. High front elbow. And one more question, when is Shobi going to get his chance on the thirds? He's in a different class to the rest of the force batsmen this year and last. And again, so far this year, the only player to go past 100 runs. Rohan belts another one straight. The fielder picks it up quite nicely on the run, but can't stop the batsman changing ends. Score's moved on to 107 for 2. Still in the 16th over. Bowler going round the wicket, Showman. 2 men are out on the hook. One at Cal, one square at the wicket, perhaps at mid-wicket. And Shobi goes to clear him, and clears the man at Cal quite considerably, and gets 6 for that. That takes him on to 69, takes the score on to 114. And this partnership is proving to be very useful. Force captain, Rafe Garden there, stating the obvious. Chauvin going for his ton here. Certainly has been a big part of the force success over the last couple of years. Down the leg side, attempted stumping or returning the ball to the bowler. One or the other. Works both ways. Bit of the life seems to have gone out of the Lucan fielders. One folding of hands, one hands behind the back. Just takes a single, pushed out on the leg side. Mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, picks it up, returns it underarm. Wicket-keeper will thank him for that. It's the end of the 16th over and the score is 114 for 2. Chauvin has moved on to 70. And Rohan is on 16. Bit of discussion going on the Lucan team now. 2 hats. Bowler number 1 returning. And one suspects bowler number 2 will also be returning. This will be the time now for Shobi to make hay while the sun doth shine. 115 was another one of my guesses. 4 overs to go, 24 balls, 139 at a runner ball, and 155. No, I think he's only going for 73, and then he'll just stop.
He'll retire at that stage, maybe, yeah. Rohan will be looking at 50.
The optimism flowing on the Pembroke sideline at the moment. Been helped somewhat by some of the catching of the Lucan side. Full toss on leg stump, played out to square leg. The fielder on the boundary comes in and prevents any more than just a single.
Go, Shobi, push the team, yeah?
Helpful advice being shouted in from the sideline. I don't know who it's helpful to, but well, it's advice anyway. That's going to be a wide down the leg side, surely. The umpire agrees. And once the total, takes it on to 117. Attempted run out. Breathe. So now, Rohan, who has been known to smack a ball or two in his time, has a massive swipe, gets no run for that one. Nothing on his plate for that. One feels now that the batsmen are trying to overhit, whereas they should be trusting on what's got them here so far, which has been proper cricket shots. Production team suddenly rejoins us.
Hello, Craig.
And Rohan goes big again, just past the despairing hand of a diving fielder at
It's looking
in a
like
strange position on the leg side.
it's looking like my prediction might be over it.
I think everybody's prediction is below par here. Pembroke have done well not to lose wickets.
My prediction was 121, as they only need 2 off 3 overs after this over.
Lost to what? He wasn't over here anyway. He's only been over there. And Rohan goes for a massive swipe on that. If he connected, it was going to land in railway. However, stop trying to hit the ball so hard and just hit the ball. We would like to put out an appeal for a lost mobile phone. I suspect none of our 21 viewers have picked it up. No spectators in the ground today. Rohan again going big, and this time Shovi's so far down the track. He's just desperately trying to overhit the ball, and it's not doing him any favours at all. Between the innings today, the minor boys who won the Leinster Minor Boys Cup this morning over in Clontarf, good comprehensive win over there. They'll be on camera, having brought the cup with them. A little discussion, perhaps a little interview of how they got on. Now, Rohan, just relax. Stop trying to hit it so hard. This time he smacked it out. Man in extra cover, fields it, gets it back in, just a single, and that's the end of the 17th over. A bit disappointing that over for Pembroke.
I've already lost my prediction.
And the score now on the board is 120 off 17. 3 overs to go. 10 and over gets 150.
Shovey on 71, needing
Runner ball gets 138.
Shovey needing 29 to get his 100. It will be quite hard, but I think he can do it.
Still living the dream, Brendan.
Living the dream, mate.
Living the dream. Padded up on the sideline for 20 overs. Living the dream. Now, bowler number 2 is returning from the St John's end. Umpire tells umpire, umpire tells scorer, and the rest of the ground. Now, Rohan plays it down to third. There'll be a single there. They'll be looking for 2. They'll be looking for 2, and they're taking on the arm. And he's safely home, and that's 2 there. Takes him on to 21. One feels that Shohan is going to finish short of his 100. He's not going to face enough balls.
Oh, I was wrong. 70. We went over 70.
A lot of the fielders on the leg side, deep.
Still bowling to a 5-4 field. Rohan clubs one out. Fielder dives, makes a great effort, but the ball goes over the boundary anyway. Sheer momentum of the power of that shot, and finally he connects as well, and it goes for a boundary over in cow corner and takes him on to 25, and the score into 126 for 2. 16 balls remaining, and we hope you do stay tuned during the break. Don't forget you can contact us on Twitter at Pembroke Cricket. Appeal for LBW, not given.
Very close, but not given.
Leg by.
Now Shovey is on strike.
Okay.
Crawley on 232.
127 for 2.
And then is he on 232? 232 Crawley's on.
Shelby goes big and wide of mid-off. It plugs, it's not going to go. Shelby admiring the shot, and they end up only getting 1 for 1 because Shelby was so certain that the overthrow lets him get back on strike. He was so sure that it was going to go for a boundary, but it plugged.
If he hits it in the air, it'll just drop in the ground.
The rain earlier on has certainly slowed down the outfield. Yeah, as I say, during innings break, there'll be 10 minutes where the minor boys will be talking you through their magnificent cup win. First trophy for Pembroke this year. 4 runs behind square on the leg side as Shelby gets onto that one late. Not exactly where he wanted to hit it or how he wanted to hit it, but the result is the same. Takes him on 77. The score goes on to 133. And the numbers are just mounting up now. Shelby 23 short of what would be a magnificent century. There haven't been too many I've seen in Leinster cricket so far this season. T20 not really conducive to it. But Shelby's innings has been quite controlled today. Nothing too crazy. He's now put one down Cal Corner's throat, and Cal Corner has taken the catch, and Shelby's on his way for 77. That is a fine knock there by Chauvin.
Oh, we're hearing the third umpire has called a no ball.
Chauvin doing his best to get into the 80s there. But with 2.5 overs gone, he's done his job. He can walk off having been the backbone, having scored over half of Pembroke's run so far. Thoroughly enjoyable knock. 77 in 18 overs. Fine knock by the man. Kashal Safi takes his place in the middle. The batsman had crossed, but it's also the end of the over, so Kashal now will be facing. Bowler coming in from the nursery end. We think the scoreboard's wrong, and this is the start of the 19th over now. Man warming up in front of us. Cap flung. One advantage of COVID, the umpires are not burdened down by jackets, coats, jumpers. And Koshal immediately chops one past the wicket keeper with an inside edge, and he's looking for 2 there. They'll take 2 there. The throw is back to the keeper, and he's not out. He's made it home safely. 2 to Koshal off his first ball. It's the sort of strike rate he'll be looking for. And the score moves on to 135.
Heaviest part of the rain moments.
Mainline train just trundling past. Stumps rearranged after the wicketkeeper did some damage to them, and Kashal to face again. He won't hang around. Well known for his bit of advice there from his captain.
In Chauvin's great innings, he has got 9 4s and 2 6s.
Super knock. 9 4s, 2 6s, 9 4s, 36, 2 6s, 12, 48. So nearly 50 in boundaries, which just shows how much he did trot up and down as well. Not all about the big hits. Patiently built innings. Kashal comes straight, that's headed straight for the booth. 4 runs.
Nearly hit the camera.
Leading mid-off, coming down towards us here at the garage. Those of you who know Pembroke. Not quite taking out our cameraman. Score shooting on. Board now saying 139. Kashawa is now on to 6. He's a good eye for the ball, but if you put one on the stumps, he's liable to play down the wrong line, and that's the 4th wicket down. Kashawa departing for 6, but in double quick time. He certainly moved the scoreboard on a bit. Next in now, Brendan Ferris. Brendan, who has proclaimed a couple of times today that he's living the dream, now gets to walk out at Sydney Parade in front of a crowd of 0, but a worldwide audience of 21. Ferris, who hasn't had a haircut since before lockdown began, and from his batting this year, there'd be some who'd say he should really get the fringe cut now. Rohan coming in to change his bat. He's looking for a bit more wood, taking out the kookaburra. $139 for 3. Brendan Ferris to face his first ball. Brendan's not going to hang around either. Certainly no time to be building innings. Nearly dragging one on from his pads onto his stumps, looking to just flick it away on the leg side. Not a bad ball to get up first ball.
The fielder at mid-off is blocking our view.
Ferris carves one out over point. The fielder on the boundary picks it up and it keeps it down to a single, but Ferris is off the mark. The score now goes on to 140. That's 19 overs done, 1 over remaining. Ferris will have the strike and Pembroke will be looking to push on to 150 at least.
140, well over our predictions, Craig.
Yes, you all predicted. I can say I didn't predict anything lower than 121, mainly because I didn't predict anything. But yes, 140. Certainly would have taken that before the start of the innings, I suspect. The 4th 11 missing a couple of players today, but it's let others step up to the mark. Bowler number 2 to finish out these 20 overs. Do you know them all?
I know a lot of the players on the team.
Good. Yeah. There you go. Just the 2 players underage today on the Pembroke team. Dara Cosgrave, who we saw earlier, come in at number 3. And William Beasy. William has bowled particularly well for the 5s this year, making his debut season on the adult teams. And if he continues his rate of climb, then he will definitely be racing through the teams. Excellent bowler. So Rohan now to swing and miss at 5 balls. Or at 4, to connect with one of them. One! Swing! Bada 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 bada! Swing! Kennedy, 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 swing! Bada bada! None of you have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and you're all far too young to have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. One of the most magnificent movies ever made. Rohit cuts one on the inside edge down to the man on the 45. Puts Ferris back on strike for what should be the last 2 balls of the innings.
Tries to hit it over the rope for 6 through deep mid wicket.
You would think they'd want to run as much as possible with no run,
Shot.
with no
Carved out onto the offside. Point is there. Ferris takes one and calls no for the second because, well, it would have been touch and go whether he made it. And the last over you'd have thought he'd had a go, but again, you're letting the established batsman who's already on 26 have a swing at a couple. Comes across his stumps. Big swipe, puts it out to Kel. Fielder comes in from the boundary, fires it in, and Ferris is run out. Ferris didn't see the throw coming into his end. The keeper whipped off the bails, and Ferris's bat was in the air.
So
Now, who's going to be the one to ask Brendan if he's still living the dream? Out for 3.
the incoming batsman is Rafe Garland.
Captain Garland now in what could be his penultimate game as captain of the Force. Ferris returns to the dressing room with the crowd noticeable in its absence. 3 runs. Scores moved on to 143. They need 7 to get to the 150.
Which is what Craig has predicted.
No, never predicted that many.
But you predicted it in the last
I've been
game.
watching Pembroke far too long to predict good scores. Always waiting for it to go horribly wrong. Anyway, Rafe Garland takes guard.
Predictions where it's going to end up?
I'm going for inside edge.
Down to us here is...
Well, he didn't play a shot.
Which means it should be a dead ball.
But Rafe did get a run. A bye.
Leg bye.
Leg by off the last ball. That's the end of the innings. The score 144.
Well over any of our predictions.
Lucan are now arguing with the umpire as to whether a shot was played. One would have to say, one would have to say, 1, don't debate things with the umpire, but 2, 144 runs. I don't think the leg by is going to be the difference between the 2 teams. Anyway, there's the innings break. We'll come back when Pembroke try and defend at 144.
We'll have a quick laugh and see what we have for highlights. Not too many.
And then Niall will show us highlights of the first innings. There aren't too many. Sharad playing all round it. One of the no ball being caught. Sorry, when Sean says thirds, can you take the surprise out of your voice?
This isn't a ball.
Now, do you minor boys want to set yourselves up in front of the camera there? Who's got the cup?
Oh, no. Ryan has
Ethan, you weren't on the team, no?
Was.
Well, you want to be in front of camera then, don't you? Somebody want to go out there and interview them? Joe?
It's all you, Sean. It's all you today.
You don't even know who I am now. That's a pretty sad day.
You're the host. Is it on now or not?
It is, yes.
I have to turn that camera mic off here. When they're on there.
The opening partnership from Pembroke was the same amount of runs that the entire front half team got. Craig,
So here we are, minor boys, Leinster champions. Tell us about your day.
It was great. Well, we won the toss and we got it first.
Astonishing total of 39.
You can all come a little bit closer.
139.
Yeah.
And 3 of our players retired. And I got 20 off 18 in
16. You told me 16.
No, there was no doubles.
All right.
Luke, Murray got 6 off 3, I think. And then Ray got a
So you ended up with 137, 138.
yeah.
That's a good total in 20 overs. So who opened the bowling?
I opened the bowling with Bruce. I took the first over and I got 1 wicket, I think.
Well, there was a run out.
Run out as well?
A run out.
And the guy you ran out, he was their best batsman, wasn't he?
One of their best.
What, second best batsman, but one of their best anyway.
Run out with their base.
Well, that's always good to see.
Yeah, done.
Good to see. And then you bowled the second over?
Second over with 1.
Yeah? Is that the book?
Yes,
Ah, you see, now I can ask questions.
more like you know it. Against
Pembroke Cup final, 22nd. So they had one guy who retired.
yeah.
And the conditions were a bit on and off with us having to go to stop and start the game with the covers coming on and off.
And then at the end it started to rain, so we tried to speed it up, and then at the end Liam got a wicket. LBW, we finished the game off.
And you used 11 bowlers.
Yep. But we had 14 players in the end.
All right. Excellent.
Everyone got the ball and nearly everyone got a wicket.
C. Crowley,
Connor Crowley.
2 for 7.
Yeah. He was on a hat-trick ball, and it was out. Only the batsman hurt himself, so he was the runner. Yeah.
Bruce, you got 1 for 10. Excellent. Ethan Clark, 1 for 12. R. O'Neill, 1 for 3 and 1 over. You'd have thought they'd given you a second over there, wouldn't you?
I got 1 for 8, but then a run out.
Sorry. Zed Brown, Liam, 1 for 1 in 9 balls. That's the sort of bowling you want in a cup final.
He ended up getting 2 for 1 because he finished the game off on.
That's very good, boys. Congratulations. That's the cup you won, yeah?
Yeah.
And why isn't the captain holding it? Have you let go of it? Have you let go of it, Ethan, as soon as you put your hands on it? Super glue your hands to it?
He just gave it to me.
All right. Well, well done today, boys. And that's the first trophy in the club this year. Might be the only trophy in the club. Oh, junior boys tomorrow. Junior boys tomorrow? What time is that at? 2:30. 2:30 in Clontarf. So 2:30 in Clontarf and be out again. Who's playing on the junior boys team?
I'm on 13th man.
Okay. Okay, well that's brilliant. Well done, boys. Congratulations. And keep going tomorrow, yeah?
Thank you. Thanks. Very good.
Yeah, Ryan, I'll be talking secret.
Mike A and Mike B. Welcome back. Sydney Parade, bathed in sunshine, whipped by breeze. Some big fluffy clouds around. And every so often we see glimpses of the big yellow sun thing. Pembroke are here defending 144. One feels the Lucan players will go for it from the very start, playing their own peculiar brand of IPL cricket. Opening the bowling will be Sharad Patel from the St John's end. That's worked well.
I knew I had a few of those.
And that survived. And what we should do, actually, is put one of those in the middle and clip it to the outside four corners, and that will provide it with. So we'll do that at post game. We hope you enjoyed that little feature with the minor boys. They were delighted with their cup win, well deserved. And the junior boys do it again tomorrow at 11 o'clock. 2:30, even a reasonable hour. So those of you who would like to go down and watch, you can't. You're not allowed. We have 14 viewers here now. We're not sure where in the world you are. Perhaps you'd like to let us know. You can do it on the Pembroke Twitter account of @PembrokeCricket. Sharad, first ball goes down the leg side, kept very low.
Some of your commentators to the scoreboard.
Yes. Batsman 007 at this end. At least you can see what's happening there. Remember? Okay.
I think it's because I probably haven't eaten today. I don't think I'm muffin.
A muffin a breakfast does not make.
No, or a lunch.
I had porridge, which helped me. But if you want to head on, I'll take over COVID duties for the half an hour for you to go and get a sandwich or something. Sharad coming in, continuing his over from the St John's end. It goes down the leg side, just clips the pad, takes enough to take it past Chauvin. Collected by Justin Doherty. How many times has he collected those ones? Running in from fine leg. So 007 gets down the non-striker's end. The score goes up to 1. And Sharad to continue his over. Batsman number 30, Anu, facing his first ball. Again, drifting down leg, umpire letting him away with this to start with. I'm sure the Lucan bowler batsman will be looking for those to be called wide. Definitely putting the effort into each delivery, thudding the ball into the ground, but not getting much response from the ground itself at the moment. Traditionally bowling towards the end that occasionally lifts. Remember? Just give me the clipboard. Played out on the leg side, they take the quick single, Kashal misfield, oh not Kashal, Arshad misfields, doesn't pick it up cleanly, allows them through for 1, and that's the end of the over, and that's 2 on the board. Well, I'll take a sandwich as well actually, and I'd love another coffee, but that's pushing it. I do have a bottle of red with me. I brought a bottle of red, I haven't opened it. I'm not going to now either. It's too late in the day. So, How many times have you heard this? Justin Doherty, opening bowler, 4th 11. Coming in from the nursery end. William Beattie drops down to 3rd man. Brendan Ferris just at point. Kushal in the covers. Arshad in the covers and Kushal at extra cover. William Beattie at mid-off. Rohan, after his cameo of 26, is at mid-on. Captain Rafe is at mid-wicket. Siawash Safi is just behind square leg, and Sharad is down at long leg. Justin getting that one to move a hell of a lot, even if it was down the leg side. Nearly came back to bowling around his legs. Justin will enjoy this bit of wind, dragging the ball away from the batsman. Shoban has the first of his 217 stumping attempts today.
It's only 120 balls in the innings. He's going to be doing well. I'm not putting it past him.
It's a leading edge, it's gone off the side and it's flown out to the boundary, and that's the first boundary of the innings. He's fortunate there. Immediately Pembroke put a sweeper out. Now three captains, or 2 captains and a bowler setting the field. Always entertaining to hear Sharad's views. Shobi just replacing a bail. Umpire moves backwards to square leg. Justin comes back in. It's regular action. He's clipped out over the leg side, and there's no sweeper out there. Sayawash tries to cut it off, but fails to do so, and that's 2 fours. Very quickly changing the field, and they now have a sweeper out at square leg on the boundary as well. It does seem to be a lot of field changes on the 4ths. Tends to be more reactive than proactive. Justin again comes in. That one's far straighter. Dot ball as Rafe comes in, picks it up cleanly. Saves the single. Oh, some chocolate would be nice as well, actually. Bounty bar. Haven't had a bounty bar in years. That moist caramel. Oh, that's dead straight. And Justin is just getting that little bit of movement, and that's good enough. Justin, who has...
Glasses don't work. I need to see what's going on the screen, but I can't.
But then you can't see what's going on. Yeah.
Stuck between the 2. Oh dear.
Justin gets his first over out of the way, comes back down to the boundary, where he'll retrieve his jumper and his cap, and press the reset button. Sharad to bowl his 2nd over, the 3rd over of the innings. The score is 10 off 2, behind the required rate already. Six runs to the batsman. He undercuts that one straight back over mid-on. Kushal was too far in to have a chance, and anyway I feel it would have cleared him. Now, as I say, this is a touch of the touch of the all or nothings there for Lucan, as the roof of the gazebo comes down again. That could have gone anywhere. spins out to Arshad, who fields it from square leg. But there's certainly no halfway house with these batsmen. They will be going big or going home. Again, adjusting the field. Sharad comes in. Pitches it short, pushed out in the offside. Ferris on it quickly, picks it up cleanly, gets it into Showround. Batsman was well back in time, but good to make sure that they know that you're paying attention. Sharad comes in again. Big swing. Another stumping attempt by Shobi. Batsman missed that one, but you can see he's going to live or die by the sword. Yeah. As I say, we need to put the tarp. Running repairs on the gazebo. Sponsorship opportunities available. Just think, for €200, we could be broadcasting from your booth. At best, hopefully it will be a temporary measure. Various options being looked at for scorers and broadcast. Sharad continues his over now. The score has moved on to 18 in the third over. Just played out. Good line, good length, forcing the batsman to just play it back down the pitch. And that's 3 overs gone. The score is 18. Not up with the rate, but not letting the rate slip away either. Justin Dargy to continue from the nursery end. As our cameraman gets to it one more time. Keep going. Keep going. No, the other way. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. More. Little bit there, just there. I hope our 19 viewers will excuse me for shouting at our cameraman as he readjusts the main pole. Perfect, thank you, Niall.
Wind and rain.
Wind and rain.
Doesn't make it easy.
That's why we play cricket. That's hit straight, it goes over William Beattie's head, runs away to the boundary, and that's a fine 4 runs hit down the boundary.
And a good bit of camera work.
One wonders if perhaps the skipper could be looking to bring on a spinner here. I think William's going to be left back, is he? No? Beattie now in no man's land between the ring and the boundary. Superb ball by Justin, good answer. The batsman was looking to power that one back down the ground, but wasn't there to be hit, and he very wisely made the decision just to keep it out. William Beattie now returning back to the rope, back in the right place. Well bowled again by Justin. These openers are getting Lucan off to a solid start, the sort of start that they require if they are going to chase down this 144. 123 required. And well played, well bowled by Justin again. Nagging line and length. watching Justin bowl with this action for it. Oh, he's inside edge that one, straight through the keeper's legs. Sherrod picks it up at long leg, returns it in to Shovey. And that's the end of the 4th over. Better over for Justin there. Skipper just having a word with his bowler there, Justin Darty. And I think he's going to let Justin go for at least a 3rd, if not all 4 overs, in an attempt to push the required run rate out of Lucan's hands. Sherrod to continue for his 3rd over. Gets it swing a bit off, goes down the leg side. The umpire thinks about the wide, but doesn't give it. At 122 divided by 16. 7.5, 7.625 and over. Thank you, Michael Clark. Sherrod comes in again. Big swipe by the batsman. He's clearing that front leg out of the way. He's just looking for the big hit. No interest in taking the 1s and 2s that may be on offer. The real question. Will he get to 1 before we get to the stumps? Picks that one off the middle. Inside edge, takes it out to the circle where it's well fielded. Arshad throwing himself on the ground. He's gone big again, very big. Right out to cow corner, 6 runs.
Towards me.
Oh, sorry. Go back the other way. No, the other way, the other way. Too far, too far. And up a little bit. Up a little bit. Yes. It's almost perfect. It's drifting back to where it should be. Oh, Sherrod has piled one down the leg side, and I think even the umpire is going to have a word now about that one. That one certainly went wider after passing the wicket. It needs to go a little bit.
Yeah, so it popped a mile, so way out. Okay. Right a bit down.
Those two.
One gets past Shovey, Justin Darty again, clearing up behind him. That one comes through and goes through as a bye. That's pretty perfect. Perfect, there. Sunshine now bathing the ground. Yep, we're happy with that.
Should be a little lower, but
How will you stop? We're happy with that.
the wind is trying to do everything it can to make it move now.
Yeah.
Because it had snapped in a load to the wall, so it suddenly dropped to here. That's why I touched it again. Do a big lower.
Justin Darty also to continue. 5 overs are gone now, 30 are on the board. The openers have 13 and 16 respectively. Justin suggesting he's going to bowl slightly more on the stumps and making sure enough fielders are inside the circle before Justin begins his over. Oh, wasn't much the batsman could do with that. 6 of those and Justin would be very happy indeed. Shovey geeing up the troops as usual. Batsman remarking his guard, 007. Plays one out on the offside, but Kushal is right on top of that. There's no single there. The non-striker diving very quickly. He didn't fancy that one. The mountain that you see from Sydney Parade is clear at the moment. Clouds just going over the top of it. Justin comes in, and there's the big hit that they were looking for. And he's managed to put that away for 4. Once he got it past Rafe, who was inside the circle, nobody else behind was going to stop it. 4 more to the batsman, 4 more to the total, 4 less to the total required. Rafe, I think, has moved a couple of feet closer to square leg. Show the wisdom of that or not now. Inside edge. Rafe runs around, picks it up, keeps it to a single. Now taken off middle stump again, played out to cow corner where Sailwash fields it and keeps it just to a single by getting the ball into Justin as quickly as possible. Batsman conferring in the middle. Let's score some runs. That would seem to be a good idea. It's gone right up in the air. William Beattie's come in underneath it. And it's gone for 4. Unlucky William. That was a tough one. That was up there a long time.
Heading pretty close to Sean as well, so he got the good challenge of how the hell do you find a ball when that happens?
Look for the fielder.
Yeah. I've given up looking for them in the air, just try and guess what fielder it's about to come down on.
Unlucky that for William. Not there a very long time. Justin will be hoping that that's the end of the 6th over. Justin slightly disappointed, suggesting a change of bowler. Other way! Other way! No. Other way. There. Little bit more. There. Once again, realigning the main camera. As the no, the height's fine.
Well, it's going to do that much better.
Required rate still above 7, 7.25. Change of bowling, young William Beattie, his first game for the 4th 11. He's played a few games for the 5th this year. Proven to be a fine bowler in the making. Nice action, nice smooth action. And his first ball's gone for 6 into the gardens. One would like to see one of the players now, and Brendan Ferris taking it upon himself. Fine work there by Brendan, sensing that the young lad just needs an arm around the shoulder, reassurance. Not nice for any bowler to see a ball disappear for six like that, especially off your first ball. But young William will persevere and he'll come back.
Yeah. You got a bit of froth.
No, that's alright. Yeah. Just keep me on here.
Excellent. So, here's the Americano for the top.
These batsmen are certainly making a go of it for Lucan, and Pembroke are going to want to take a wicket quickly to get back into this. Oh, thank you very much.
Chicken or egg?
Whichever one you want. I'll take whatever combination you don't. Now, there's no fetching that ball from the sidelines, so Captain Rafe has gone to fetch another one. William Beattie's second ball now. Batsman's gone for it again. That's another six, 2 sixes in a row. There we go. That is sweet revenge for William Beattie. The batsman had hit 2 sixes off his first 2 balls. Batsman definitely went for another 6. This one kept a bit lower. Got in under the bat. And I think you'll see on our replay.
Just as I was moving the camera. Oh, it's on both.
Fine comeback for William, and the first wicket falls with 55 on the board.
Here's the main guy. Just as I swung it into place.
Batsman got himself in an awful tangle there. Really wanted to take on the big hit. Missed it completely. Castled and on his way. So 1 for 12 off 3 balls for William Beattie. Good comeback. So they're going again, Sean. New batsman swings out wide on the offside, gets 4 runs for it. William Beattie's figures are now 1 for 16 off 4. Garda Shirakana have just visited the ground and departed again. Once again, showing that we are compliant with our COVID regulations. Another one short, another one smacked away on the leg side. Another 4. William getting a stern introduction to bowling on the 4th 11 into the T20. Can he get another one to pitch up? No. 24. 1 for 24 off 1, and that experiment hasn't quite worked today. Well, that will certainly help the required rate. .33, 77 of 13. Well, that's brought the rate down to less than a runner ball. However, I don't expect there to be any change in the attitude of the Lucan batsmen. They're going to continue to try and play their shots. But certainly that 1 over of 24 runs, 1 for 24. Has certainly helped Lucan's run rate. Pembroke running out of cricket balls to play with. Everyone just standing around now. A few hands in pockets, reflecting the cold. The ball's been found, the game can continue, and Lucan must be feeling very much on top now. Just 1 wicket down, and this is the 8th over. Perhaps seam isn't the way to go here against these batsmen. Seem to be enjoying any sort of pace on the ball. So Arshad Safi to come on with his leg spin. Captain seems to have gone down the same thought process. Now the field is spread a bit. We're outside the power play now. Arshad will be looking to pitch up here. Anything short will be something for Sharad or Rohan to field, deep on the leg side. So, Arshad to come into bowl. Gets the batsman off balance with his first delivery. And a dot ball. Just play out on the leg side, takes a single. Say wash fields. How about start to the over? 1 off 2. Arshad again, coming in from the nursery end. Goes wide, it's powered out over Brendan Ferris's head in the covers and runs away to the boundary before anybody can get there. William Beattie fishes it out of the flowers and fauna. Arshad to continue. 5 off the over so far. This one's short and it's swept away. Sharad is out there on the square leg boundary and he'll keep it just to a single. Brings the opener back on strike. Arshad needs to give it a bit more air than that. Suddenly a total of 144. And Lucan are halfway there. Certainly ahead of the run rate now. Another short one. No idea what happened there. Batsmen all got in a tangle. Didn't seem to take any glove or bat. And anyway, the wicketkeeper put it on the ground. Next up to bowl, another change of bowling. It will be the Spaniel, Sayawash Safi. Possibly the most enthusiastic cricketer in the club. Right arm over. Tactically, I'm not sure if that's the wisest of moves. He's put William Beattie back at the nets at mid-on. Sharad, Ferris, Rohan and Justin forming the field on the offside. William McDara, Kushal, Rafe and Arshad lined up down the leg side. Now Sayawash needs to pitch it up. Does so. Driven away on the offside. Rohan gets there. And Sayawash wide awake at his own end, fielding the toss back. Field Marshal Chauvin there, marshalling his field. Sayawash comes in, peculiar recognisable actions. It's a no ball, possible run out off the no ball. Chauvin overstretching, umpire showing him where his foot was. Pembroke need wickets. Well fielded by McDara, swooping in the covers, in mid-wicket. That's a bit short. It's lifted in the air and it clears McDara and doesn't reach Kushal. Falls safely in no man's land. Another single. Pitched that one a bit short. The batsman tried to get underneath it. Attempted slower ball and it is slammed through the covers past a despairing dive of Brendan Ferris, and it pops over the rope at the last moment. No waste of energy there. Batsman hits it with just enough strength, and now the field gets moved again in reaction to the ball. Is this game slipping away from Pembroke?
Yes.
Another change in the field as Arshad comes straighter. Wash comes into bowl. Too short again, but it's up in the air, and it's a catch for Sovan. He's taken the ball in front of the stumps. Simplest of catches off a leading edge, and now there'll be an impassioned speech telling the team that Wickets are going to win this game, and they're still in it. It certainly makes for a tighter game now. In the 9th over, the second wicket falls. The score is 81 for 2. Still 64 required from 12 overs. Replay of the wicket. The batsman gets himself in all sorts. Leading edge. Showman's onto it quickly, cools it, and makes sure that Sherwash can celebrate. Arm spread. More like an eagle than a spaniel, but he'll be delighted with that. That could change the game. Brings a new batsman in. Wicket always slows the rate, which at the moment is over 10. Or very close to 10. Okay. One ball remaining in the over. New batsman on strike. Wash comes in. Pitches it there again, and that's got to be close. That's got to be very close. The umpire's deciding that it's could only be going down leg. I couldn't see what else it was missing, and perhaps we might just see that ball again. Batsman very fortunate to survive that, I felt.
There you go. Oh, it might have done too much. We've been going down leg.
Yes, we'll give the umpire the benefit of the... Well, I say we give the umpire the benefit of the doubt. The umpire made the decision, and that's it. End of story. Amanda. Who is that guy? The guy in front. The guy in front. That's short, doesn't get up much, but it's hoiked out on the leg side where Sharad goes round, picks it up in front of the dart, northbound dart, and returns the ball into Chauvin in easterly direction. Westerly direction. Arshad continuing from the nursery end now. Pembroke know that wickets are needed. Arshad bowls that one just outside off, turning a little bit further outside off, and played outside off. Arshad, one of our Afghani players. Batsman waiting for his absolute silence from behind the stumps. Oh, that's a good. Batsman only had eyes to do one thing there, and that was to hoik that out to Sharad back at square leg. Missed it, but probably, or was going to miss leg stump. No even attempt to appeal. That's just clubbed out, and Ferris makes the stop, keeps it down to a single. Bowler will be thankful for that, for a bit of fielding, saving 3 runs there. But it does get the number 4 batsman off the mark. The number 4 batsman wearing number 10. Great fielding by Sailwash there, putting some doubt into the Lucan batsmen as to whether they should take a second. They decided against it, and perhaps wisely. Good over that for Pembroke. That's 10 overs gone. Score is 84 for 2. Lucan definitely on top at the moment. Needing 61 off 10, which would be 6.1 and over. Sailwash happy to continue then from the St John's end. First one is clubbed out to mid-off. Brendan Ferris makes a spectacular fall. Couldn't really call that a dive. More a plunging to his knees. Brendan Ferris, a Melbourne lad. He's a Victorian. And at the moment, he's a very long-haired Victorian. Well bowled by Sailwash happy. Right up there, batsman unable to get onto it. And again, the taking of wickets has slowed down the rate. The rate has crept back over a runner ball. As the Lucan batsman still looking for the big hit rather than taking runs wherever they can. Another dot ball to Sailwash, the batsman getting even more frustrated. The answer to that, of course, will be to take a bigger swing at the next one. With Dara Cosgrave not being called upon to bowl yet. See William Beattie maybe steering a bit up his 1 for 24. Oh, that's a beamer. It's a beamer, it's a no ball. Not quite the same yap in the field as there is with the Force. A few changes in this week's team. Sailwash drags that one down a bit short. Good fielding by McDowell, not quite into the keeper's gloves. A bit of misunderstanding between the two batsmen, nearly caused the run out, which would have been very helpful for Pembroke at this stage. Good ball, well pitched up, didn't get up much, didn't give the batsman much to hit. Fielded by Ferris, another spectacular stop by him. He's just so athletic in the field today. Living the dream is Brendan Ferris. Oh, that's got to be out. Oh, maybe going down there. Oh, he's bowled him. Okay, well that is out then. Third wicket falls, Sailwash picks up a second.
God, John pointed them.
How did he bowl that?
I don't know how he got there, through there then.
Yeah, I'll find out now in a sec.
Thanks to the wonders of replay. So the score moves on to 86 for 3. No, bowled. We're just going to check the replay now.
Let's see where Sean ended up with the camera looking as it happened. Here it comes.
It's bowled it through his legs. First one to realise it, the wicket keeper, Showman. Sean seeing enough of the play that we saw it was out.
But he didn't
Before.
move it until he was bowled at least. You could just about see it get bowled before. Yeah.
So 3 wickets down, the score is 86. We're in the 11th over. And suddenly the other scales tipping back towards Pembroke. How far down the order do Lucan bat today? They lost to Marion by 1 run. So let's wait and see what happens here now. Chauvin reorganising the field. Pembroke trying to put some pace on the game now. Arshad. It's played out to William Beattie, who fields it at the ring, coming in from the boundary. It's just a single. That's all they need. He's given him out, his LBW, he's gone. The batsman has wheeled round in complete surprise, but he has to take his walk back to the pavilion. Now questioning the decision, or talking to his non-striker. Perhaps they're discussing whether to refer it to the third umpire. Don't think there was any need for that.
Well, here comes the closest we're getting.
Big swipe across the line. And that makes it 4 down with 87 on the board, and this could be the start of the Pembroke comeback. Luckily Pembroke have enough runs on the board to have allowed those first 8 overs, where Lucan seemed to be cruising to the game. The rest of the batsmen, though, unfortunately, have followed the example of trying to hit every ball big, and it's costing them now. New batsman comes to the crease, bit of a rush in the Lucan side of things as people put on pads, take off pads, and suddenly there's a bit of a step in the Pembroke fielders, a bit more chat in the field. The rate now creeping up towards 6.5. So you join us for the last 8 and a bit overs. 58 required. 8 and a bit overs to go. Arshad comes in to bowl again. He's gone. Arshad is on a hat-trick. He's edged that one through to the keeper. The batsman is debating it again. How many of these batsmen are going to debate the decision with the umpire? He's been given out, he walks. Get off the field. He gets the message, and he's gone. Chauvin was most certainly definite that there had been an edge. He took the edge, and as soon as he had it safely in his gloves, he appealed and appealed big. The umpire gave it out. So that sees Arshad on a hat-trick now, and this game has certainly turned in the last couple of overs. Sayawash Safi has taken a couple, and now Arshad has taken 2 in 2 balls. 5 down, and the number 7 now coming in.
Oh yeah.
Superb take by wicket keeper Chauvin.
I thought I heard something when at the right time, so I wasn't shocked when he was going up.
So Lucan find themselves in a bit of trouble now. New batsman heading out, close to being timed out. The score is 87 for 5. We're in the 12th over, and Arshad is now on a hat-trick. Have there been much changes to the field now? Rafe Garland comes in close on the offside. The field has closed in all round, and Arshad is looking for his first hat-trick in senior cricket. Plenty of encouragement now from the fielders, certainly. And do we have a left-hander? We do have a left-hander. Rafe hops across onto the offside. I still have Brendan Ferris in. Yep, I still have Brendan Ferris in closer. Hat-trick ball. The field's all on the offside. Will the batsman just go big on it? He will. Oh, it's a great effort by Ferris again. Athletic dive. Full length landing down on his side and taking a while to get up from, to be honest. He has stretched himself out there. However, superb bit of bowling by Arshad, got the opportunity and it just didn't go to hand. So 2 and 2 balls. Can he make it 3 in the over?
Oh, we have just about enough to replay off Sean's camera, I think.
54 required now. This game is in the balance and could go either way. Arshad's double wicket has changed the complexion. Showman just replacing a bail and adding to his use of the English language. Arshad comes into bowl. It's up there, it's wide of off and a wide ball. Well, you certainly see overs with everything in here. William Beattie taking 1 for 24 off 1 over. Arshad has just taken 2 in 2 balls and now has just been dumped in the garden for 6. They really are starting to run out of cricket balls to use now.
Let's have a look, try and have another look at Brendan's attempt on the hat-trick ball. Yeah. Takes a bit of, see, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, it's hard. There's a bit slow. Where's the ball? Oh, you can just see him diving through. But...
There's one on the table there. William, there's one on the table there. Give both of them to the umpire. Another ball is fetched. The Lucan batsmen have walked to the edge of the pitch and in fact have walked off the pitch.
Try one more. And even slower again.
Ball goes to the umpire to be checked. It's red and it's round and the umpire shows it to the other umpire and says, is this better condition than the last one? Or
there's the big Brendan dive.
fine dive there by Ferris attempting to get Arshad his hat-trick. Instead it went for 4 and the following ball went for 6. So now with 8 overs remaining. .47 required. 47 off 8. Back under a runner ball again. However, one feels with this Lucan team they won't be pushing it for the singles. Going round the wicket to the left-hander, he's brought Cashel just in front of square. Ferris is at cow corner. Rafe appealing from long off, coming into the circle. Justin saying that the batsman may have got an edge on it. Must have been the only thing that saved him. Arshad bowling around. Now sail wash to continue from the St John's end. This is really turning out to be a close, hard-fought game. 5 wickets down, 98. 98 on the board for 5. 8 overs to go. 47 required. 5.83 and over. Certainly is a blustery day here in Sydney Parade today. Those of you who are watching, I hope you're getting some idea of how much the wind is playing a part in this game today. Sail wash to continue. Short, pulled away on the leg side to square leg where Brendan Ferris uses the long barrier. Throws it back in. Chauvin takes an athletic catch above his head. And now the left-hander is on strike. And the score has moved on to 99. 46 required. Sherrod remains patrolling out. Rohan also goes out on the leg side now as Sayawash comes round the wicket, bowls a full toss on the offside. Kushal comes in quickly and Sayawash oversteps again. No ball, certainly not helpful to Pembroke's cause, but with the right hander facing, he goes back over the wicket where hopefully he'll find his rhythm. The 100 has come up on the board for Lucan in the 13th over for the loss of 5 wickets. And now the number 3, he's on 23. Sayawash pitches one up, it gets smashed down the ground. William Beattie fields it. There's just a single, and who's backing it up? Rohan comes around, backs it up and gently returns it into the keeper. One off the ball, that's all that Lucan need. Pembroke again, you have to feel, need wickets.
That is real rain.
More rain coming down now. One feels that the umpires won't stay out there too long in this sort of rain. And in fact, are they even going to allow this ball to be delivered? They're not. They're going on for rain now.
Okay, Sean, your camera's not on, just put it in. Yep.
So, the situation is Lucan require 45. We're in the 13th over. There are only 5 wickets remaining, 5 wickets down. And the wind is starting to really howl in now. So we'll leave you with a view of the scoreboard for the moment, and we'll be with you in just a minute. Well, the players have made it back into the middle, so wants to continue the 13th over from the St John's end. The score is 110 for 5, 35 required. It's a big slash on the offside. Rohan chasing after it, pulls it up. Deep third man maybe would have been there, but that was just a big slash. And that's the end of the over. Sarewash completes the 13th over. 6 overs to go. 33 required. Just under a runner ball. Well, it's certainly going to be a thrilling conclusion to this game. It's going to go right down to the wire. Whether the wire is wickets or runs or even overs. It's got to be cold and miserable out there now. Bit of rain still in the air. And the captain's brought himself on, Rafe Garland. No, if you keep safe.
I thought it was there.
Rafe Garland about to bowl in his cap. Rafe, take your hat off.
You gotta run and throw it. You can't be...
Now, Rafe Garland with his peculiarly unique bowling action. Will it be enough to put off the Lucan batsman? And he's thrown a wide down the offside to start with, and quickly comes back to his mark. Rafe wearing what has rapidly become known as the COVID headband. Another one who hasn't visited the barbers yet. That's a better ball, smacked out in the offside. Well, William Beattie slightly misfields it and they take a single. But it's only a single. Well returned and well taken by Rafe. Hands are going to be cold out there now. Catches will be tough to take. Oh well. To the rope thing. Field being set now. Rafe going round the wicket to the left-hander. Coming up for his little hop, skip and jump. That ball goes wide down the leg side. The umpire says not wide enough. I think that could have been close either way. Rafe waiting for the ball, gets the ball back, steps to his mark, drops the ball, picks it up, starts again. Here we go. The batsman deciding very much that he was going to play it to the leg side. Batsman making his intentions well known. Looking to hook one round to the leg side, looking for that boundary that Kushal is patrolling. As Rafe comes in. Little hop, skip and jump. Short one, he's gloved it. All sorts of discussions underway as to who should field where. How the team could do with a wicket from its captain now. Big swipe, but it's a bit wide. Batsman was right to go after it. Umpire was right to signal it wide. Stump to stump, please, Rafe. So the batsmen very late to make the call, but they do. They swap ends, take the single, 118 in the 14th over. Left-hander on face. Rafe will be going round the wicket again. There he comes now. Left foot, right foot. Popped out onto the leg side where Kashal has let it run through his body and it's gone for 4. That's not the result they needed. That takes the score into 121. That's the end of the 14th over, 6 overs to go, and now Lucan are in the happy position of only needing 23. 23 off 6. Well, they definitely need to see some wickets now. Sail wash to continue from the St John's end. And this game is slipping away from Pembroke once again. Number 3 and number 7 have put a bit of a stand together. And it's brought them now to the brink of victory. When you think that they only need 23 and they have 5 wickets in hand, it's going to take a bit of a collapse now to see Pembroke home. Once again, the field's all being changed. One hopes the bowler has been told what he's expected to bowl here. They're expecting it to be short. Ferris down, rolling. The athleticism of an Olympic gymnast. And the haircut of somebody who's missing his board and his surf in Bondi. Sail wash coming in again now. Batsman looking to go big. He has done. He's clubbed it out towards, just past the outstretched foot of Justin Doherty. Sharad Patel, making sure they only get 2. But the 2 is more than they need. .21 required. That's a very good ball taken off the stumps by the batsman, but Ferris is equal to the shot. Good slower ball. Batsman did well to keep that out. Waited, bided his time, tried to smack it back, but the bowler put his foot out and it ended up being just a dot ball. Sometimes more happens on a dot ball than on a 6. Little sail wash now. Skiddy little bowler. Good length, fine length. Attempted stumping by Chauvin. Yes. Sail wash. Safi, and it's one is clubbed straight out to Justin at mid-off. He returns it in, can't do anything to stop the single. Joined now in the booth by Luke.
Hello, Craig.
So do you get to take the cup home tonight, or?
I think so, and then we're going to do a rotation. So after like a few weeks or so, we're going to swap it around.
Grand. Sensible, sensible.
Yeah, we did the same last year.
Just as long as you don't lose it.
Yeah.
As long as you already know. Now with 5 overs required. 5 overs required. 5 overs to go, 5 wickets in hand. Lucan find themselves needing 20. Just 4 and over. One feels this is not going to go down to the final over. This is a shame, this. Pembroke have had themselves in a strong position, but it just hasn't come together for them in the field today.
144 with a very respectable score.
Very respectable. They'd have been confident of defending that.
The Lucan batsmen are proving to be quite strong.
Full toss. Popped out to square leg where Sharad Patel comes in, keeps it just down to 1, and the left-hander will now be on strike. This left-hander has come in and scored 27 very quick runs, which have made a difference.
Yes,
After the wobble when Arshad took 2 in 2 balls, and Pembroke's hopes were perhaps at the highest they've been since the interval. Rafe Garland continue then. Second ball of his over, this time to the left-hander. It's clubbed straight back down the ground. Justin Duzzy is not cutting that off, and that's 4 runs. That's certainly more than the required rate. And it really has come down to Pembroke need to take 5 wickets, as Lucan only require 15 runs.
Yeah.
This will be the end of any faint hopes Pembroke had of progressing from Group D in the YMCA Salver. They needed to win their final 2 games. It means tomorrow's game against Phoenix will be a dead rubber.
Looks like they're trying to use them to the stumps, maybe trying to fix them.
Well, Pembroke would like to just knock them over, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Big swipe by the batsman, it goes past on the leg side. The umpire is going to signal that as byes, or bye. 131. 14 required. And without breaking this partnership, one would say this game pretty much done at this stage. See you later, Luke. Ah, good man. My co-commentator then, leaving his microphone to go and sneeze into his elbow.
Nicely played off the legs.
Rafe cramping the batsman, he just squeezed it out on the leg side, and his partner called him through for a quick one. His partner now seeing the finishing line in sight, wants to be on strike, wants to be a big part of this. He already has been. His 31 has meant that these two have certainly put on over 50 anyway, and in double quick time. That one's going to be wide down the offside. One feels the heart is the heat. Heart has gone out of the Pembroke side now. They'll be looking to get in out of this wind.
And showery conditions. On and off rain.
Two games on in Sydney Parade tomorrow, starting with the second team. Second team are playing here at, I believe, 1 o'clock, and that's followed by Rafe's dead rubber against Phoenix, a refix after a miscalculation or miscommunication or whatever caused the non-appearance of Phoenix at Pembroke a couple of weeks ago. That's been refixed for tomorrow afternoon. We hope the gazebo will last that long. Not out. takes the run.
That's the ball that Rafe needed to bowl, just to get his hopes a bit higher up.
So 16 overs done, the score is 133, the target is 145. Oh, 134, 145.
I'll see you soon.
Where's he going?
Lucan need 10
Oh, you have
runs
to go,
to
he has
secure
to go.
the
All right.
I don't think that was it.
off.
Where'd you have to go? Don't mind me, I'm just being nosy. 6 in each room now, Sean. 6 in each room. Good night. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. 11 required now with 5 overs to go. The odds are very much in Lucan's favours. I think most bookmakers would have closed the book on this one. Going back to Sherrod, I perhaps would have liked to have seen McDara get an over or two. 5 overs to go.
5 overs to go.
11 runs required.
That's 2 and over. If it gets to that point.
I don't think it will get to that point. I have to say, I would be, but if I was bowling now, my only thought would be, well, they're not going to hit the winning runs off me. Even if you extend it just by 1 more over. Just let it be the other bowler, not me. Played away on the offside, no fielder in close, so it's going to be boundary riders all the way. And that's 2 of the 11 required. It was 11, and that's 2 of the 11, so it's now 9. This partnership has been very good for Lucan. It's been the winning of this game. They've seen off all the bowlers that Pembroke have thrown at them, and despite the high mark of Arshad taking 2 and 2 and Ferris having a full-length dive in attempting to take the hat-trick ball, from that moment on Lucan have really powered through. Big dive down the leg side, saving perhaps a bye, but unable to take the ball cleanly.
Is that a bye?
No, they didn't run.
Oh yeah, sorry.
They need 9. And that's 4 of them. Just clubbed back down the ground, came off the bottom half of the bat.
Straight at the non-striker's end.
His partner had to make sure he got out of the way pretty darn quickly. And that's 4 more runs, and that takes them into the 140s.
Need 4 more runs required.
5.
Oh yeah, sorry. 5 runs.
The 144 was how many Pembroke scored. Right now, coming in with 5 required. Just 1 block. Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him. So that's 6 wickets down. Rafe now having a last attempt to rile the troops into definite action. There's 6 wickets down, 4 to go, but only 5 runs required. It will take a couple of very quick wickets now to make this at all interesting.
Oh.
You know you've been looking at the TV screen too long. Yeah, just a big swipe. They miss, you hit. Yeah. Look, it's a pretty poor shot, but given the circumstances, with 5 required and with 5 wickets in hand, why not? Why not have a go? Batsman's taking his time leaving the field. But now we're nearly ready to go.
was getting a drink.
Yep. And you know what? Number 3, he's been there since early on. Probably needs one after 16 overs. So the return of Arshad, he's been the most successful bowler to date with those 2 wickets. We hope that he continues his good form, but with 4 overs to go and 5 runs required, it's not impossible, but pretty darn close.
Pretty hard task to pull off.
Yep, 3 overs to go. 3 overs, 5 runs. Doesn't really make much difference though, does it? 18 balls, 5 runs. Now, we've already seen William put one steepler down here at mid-off. As Arshad bowls one down the track, it's hooked out to the leg side, where Sharad picks it up and returns it in.
Only getting a single from that.
Only a single and a new batsman at the crease.
Arshad will be looking to get him out first ball.
Well, it's always the best ball to get a batsman out with. Now, bowl him the googly. Oh, there's a chance there. Absolute chance for Arshad. The batsman wasn't sure how to play him at all and just ended up patting it back in the air just to Arshad's right, and he couldn't quite get there in time before it managed to find the ground with the help of Mr. Gravity. Another one well pitched up, and the batsman just plays it out. The batsman's just looking for the one bad ball. One feels well, as soon as he sees a bad ball,
Don't be too quick. I've got 2 replays, mate. Always being too quick.
Arshad in again. This one's round the leg side. A lot of turn for him there, but
Nearly hooked it around his legs.
yeah, it may have been a lot of turn there, but
Not enough.
it could sit up as well for the batsman just to plunk it into the railway. This time he's had a big swing. There's no run.
It into the ground.
Just ran out on the leg side, and Shobi covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wickets to get there. His competitive spirit burns strong even at this stage. There's always one more wicket to take.
That ball turned quite a lot. I'm looking that it was.
Good over from Arshad. So
Very good.
4 required, only 1 coming off that over.
Where's that?
2 overs to go. And they're going returning to Justin Doherty. Justin has suffered at the hands of the Lucan openers, but now coming back on.
Hopefully to pick up the tail-ender. Well, not really tail-ender.
No, then it's the number 3 batsman who's facing now. He's the guy who's been the backbone and stuck around while his colleagues have been perhaps more flamboyant. Justin Doherty has marked out his run-up, having to bowl from the other end now. Has just the 1 over remaining.
Oh, 2 overs.
2
left.
overs to go. Justin to bowl one of them, and I suspect Rafe Garland to bowl the other. It's a shame Arshad doesn't have another over. I think he's bowled 4 now.
Yeah. Arshad had another probably could have been
Could have been interesting.
a lot closer.
Now,
A quick hat trick now.
it's in the air, and it's gone down towards third man. It's fallen between the 2 fielders. It's picked up and fired back in, but they have taken 2 there, and now they're 1 behind the Pembroke total and 2 away from victory. Needed that to go to hand. Ah, well.
And we're getting a few chances of catches, just a bit too wide of the fielders.
Justin realising that there's no point having boundary riders now. If it beats the fielder and runs for 4, the game is over. He's gone big and he's gone high, and that is the winning runs. 6 runs, finish the game. Lucan get to 149 for 6 in the 19th over, and that's a disappointing finish to the game for Pembroke. They put up a good total today, and Chauvin scored 70 odd and did very well. On the bowling side, Arshad 2 wickets in 2 balls being the one bright spot, and Sailwash taking a couple of wickets as well. However, not the result that Pembroke wanted, and that definitely rules them out of contention now for qualifying from the group. Lucan still have a chance if Merion lose both their final games and Lucan win their final game. So, tough day at the office for Rafe and his team. Covers now being brought on and the stumps being taken off. What do you think?
It was quite an entertaining game at the start. The first innings looking very promising for Pembroke, but then the bowlers just couldn't quite take it.
No. It certainly weren't helped today. Not running Pembroke's way. Catches that could have been taken weren't. And the ball fell in the wrong places. That having been said, that works out both teams really. And now we see the teams just the highlights of the innings.
Or lowlights.
Keeper just managing to keep his gloves in frame as he took the catch.
Off the no ball.
And then it became a no ball. And then this one here.
Whacking it straight to cow. Quite high. Quite an easy catch for the...
Well,
just have to run a bit.
that was the difference between the 2 teams, whereby Lucan managed to take their high catches like that. Pembroke didn't take their chances. Just a few of the wickets that fell.
I'm waiting for the Ferris dive.
Sailwash's leading edge, taken by Chauvin, running round in front. Good, good. There it is again. Ask Justin. The wickets to fall today. Here's Arshad's first. Umpire raising his finger. See it again. Just on the knee roll, certainly wasn't going over the top. And the umpire gave that one. Then the next one. Slices to bottom edges.
Caught by the keeper.
Good catch by Shovey to get down there, to stay down. And that was 2 in 2 balls. This was the hat-trick ball. Brendan Ferris diving full length in an effort to get there, but it evaded him, ran away for 4. Full length athletic dive.
Good effort.
Brendan Ferris, living the dream. So, there's a bit of misfielding and sort of an example of Pembroke today. Weren't quite at the races there. Sherrod finally getting rid of the left-hander.
Cleaning off the bails.
And then the chance for Arshad to pick another one, couldn't quite get there.
Just a tiny bit out of reach.
He reacted quickly, but just couldn't get there.
The last ball of the game.
And then that's the shot that finished it all off. Non-striker knew it had gone as soon as it was hit. He didn't even bother going down the other end, just started heading off the field. It was gone, it was out of there. Game over. Well, thank you very much to everybody who's contributed to today's production, including the 4th 11 and Lucan. Our COVID officer today has been Amanda Dunlop. And of course I'd like to thank our co-commentators, the Leinster Minor Cup boys winners. I think we had, what, about half a dozen of you down here today?
Yep.
at least. And best of luck in the Junior Cup tomorrow.
Thank you.
2:30 in Clontarf, if anybody wants to watch on Twitter. It's the only way they can, no spectators allowed. I'd like to thank Niall as usual and Sean Smith, our production team here today. And thank you, our 20 odd listeners. I think we reached a high of 26 or 28 today. And it would be nice if you could let us know where you're watching from and whether you watch this on mute or actually enjoy the commentary of myself and my co-commentators. So on a windy, squally, wet, cold, in fact a day like a hot summer's day in Railway, to be honest.
Quite nice now though, isn't it?
Bit of blue sky out there now, but also a lot of rain clouds. But Pembroke again missing the rain clouds and seeing nothing but patches of blue. That's it for today's broadcast.
Thank you, Craig.
As the covers go on, thank you, Lucan, and thank you for your time and your colleagues, and thank you for bringing a cup back to Pembroke this year. You may laugh, it may be the only one we get. Let's hope that tomorrow brings another one. So, thank you to Niall, thank you to everybody, and that's us done for the day. Thank you. Bye. Done. There we go.